Welcome to Big Scott 35. Let's talk. This is when a week I would have had invited somebody. A couple reasons why I haven't. As you can see, I got boxes and stuff all stacked behind me, and stuff off my walls you might usually see, bubble wrap over there. I only got a little bit more to pack down here, and this might even be my last Let's Talk down here. You might see a different kind of background next week's video when I go live. And then second, it's I just wanted to talk some things that I have on my mind. Sometimes when I have somebody on, I go towards to what they want to talk, of course, because that's why I have them on, is to talk about them. And their way of hobbying or ideas or stuff going on at that time. But I have a couple of things, not really issues or bad things, more talking points, insight maybe, my thoughts, and try to mirror them or bounce them off of y'all and get a little feedback. I've been, my Let's Talks have been getting pretty good views and some good responses. So I thought this would be a great time to do that. So first off, something with Topps I would like to get off my chain. Not a rant, maybe just a little bit of just disappointment. I've had in the last year or two several issues, but I order quite a bit from them, and I'm not trying to excuse their incompetence in shipping. But I probably have had a handful of issues, and usually it's just with one card, or they didn't send me my Star Wars 3D, and then they told me it was sent. I still never got it. And then they finally, a year and a half later, refunded my money. So this time, recap, I ordered a box of Allen and Ginter Chrome with the Topps rookie whatever box, which was awesome. I wish I would have ordered more of that. But I ordered the Allen and Ginter Chrome and got a Topps Heritage high number blaster. I personally think there's some funny business going on in their shipping department, because they know how many people might even call, will follow through, because it's not easy. So I had to make a phone call. That lady was supposed to, I sent them a picture of what they sent me along with my manifest, and she was supposed to send me a return email. Never did. I waited because I thought maybe she was mailing it to me. She didn't make it clear. Then, not even a month, maybe 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, I called and talked to another person there, and he actually just emailed it to me instantaneously. I sent it out that very day. Haven't heard anything, no response, no email. The only email I got was, by sending me that, it was closed out, and if I had any more questions. So I waited about 2 or 3 more weeks again, made another phone call, and that gentleman said it would be 5 to 6 weeks until I even got the package from them, because I haven't heard anything. No email that they've received it, nothing that's being processed. I'm just very disappointed. This is where I'm hoping Fanatics picks up the ball a little bit. And again, they're the only, I don't know how everybody thinks they're going to change things, but again, they're the one that's got the only ball to play with. So if you don't want to play ball with them, what do? I am not happy, but I love baseball cards. So, what do I do? So it's very frustrating. So but on to the rest of my topics, and I'll update you and even show you whenever I get it, if I get it, whatever. So next off is going to be pricing on eBay. Now, this is not a direct indictment on anybody. I've been muddling or thinking or whatever term you want to use about this. And I've heard other people touch on it. But comps on eBay and why we live by that structure right now is kind of crazy to me. You know, we had in the past Beckett. That was our starting point for cards. Everybody had a reason not to pay the Beckett premium or even the low end. You kind of fell in between or to the low end. But now you get a comp and people want you to pay over comp or at comp or whatever the last price was. And it's not even a comp, real comp, because they just look at the last price. You know, I don't understand that, because especially if it's an auction, that could be just two people, including the seller itself, you know, having a second, you know, driving that price up. And then that the person that bought it now got that card, that buyer's off the table. And if it's a legit auction, then automatically if it's two people bidding against each other at that point, you automatically would think the next auction wouldn't be as high, or the sell price. That's the way I look at it, because that one bidder's off the table. So why do we think the next one is going to be 10% more? All of a sudden the people bidding is like, oh, okay, that one went for that, I got to bid 10% more if I really want that card. And I know FOMO plays a lot into that, in the new collectors that we still have. That's the way they came into it, and newer, I should say. They've been around now. That's how they think about it, and I'm not 100% with that at all. And even like non-auction, just best offers, or this is the price. You know, if you put a best offer, I put best offers out there, and I hear, you know, Eric those back pages says it great. You know, I'm offering you real money for a piece of cardboard, and for you to not even come back and play. Like, if you think mine is ridiculous, come back with just under it. But if you under what you're selling, because obviously you want to sell it for, you would even take less if you wouldn't put best offer. And I don't hear nothing, crickets. I have actually been doing well with best offers here. I haven't been purchasing anything off of eBay or any sell sites right now, because I'm in the middle of moving. So, and on top of that, I don't know exactly where I'm moving to till the end of the month. I'm just getting ready to move. So when it's time to go, I'm ready. Because I already have my house. Somebody handshake gentleman's agreement to buy the house. So, and they're waiting. They're being nice and waiting. So I'm really not purchasing stuff right now. But anyway, I'm trying to get my head wrapped around this whole comps. I have since I've always, like I said, I had one foot in, one toe in, you know, all pretty much my whole life. It's some type of, never completely out the hobby. But man, when I got back in like 2009, 2010, and because I stayed away from eBay. I thought it was crooks and people trying to get over on you. And then I started watching a handful of YouTube videos every now and then. But when I started making enough income where I could buy legit boxes, and I found, you know, Blowout and Dave and Adams and them online, I started gravitating next up to eBay. And I've never wrapped my head around the whole comps, and because if I feel like this is what I'm going to pay, I don't really have the FOMO. I will every once in a while, but I really don't. I feel like if that's a card I really want and it's supposed to be with me, it's going to come up somewhere, you know, or it's in somebody else's collection. You know, the hunting is the fun part, but I'm only going to pay, I've said it a million times, I'm not going to pay $45 or $25 for a Wander Franco base card. That's going to be a million of them made, and he hasn't done anything yet. Uh, that's the old man get off my lawn, old school mentality I have, and it kind of leads me to again, I can't in my area I can't find top series one at all. You know, they're getting the shells wiped, and I don't understand how all overnight the prices of the hobby boxes just went up, skyrocketed because of one potential rookie player prospecting. We need to get a grip on that. I don't know what to do. So tell people keep their money in their pocket. I don't understand it. I don't know where ceilings are. If you get a short number variant card and you pay thousands of dollars for it, what's the ceiling? In the next, is it a card you're going to hold on to sell 20 years from now, or 30, 25 when the person retires and hopefully in the Hall of Fame, and they're one of the best players ever? That's about the only way you're going to recoup that money. Is Wander going to be a 30-30 guy? He might. I don't know. But Jose Canseco's cards don't sell a lot. I mean, Mark McGwire in the grand schemes of things don't sell a lot. I'm just trying to understand in the hobby why this happens. And it's not just, it's been a phenomenon in basketball, football, straight, and then it's turned over to baseball. And people don't really understand, like Bowman first cards, that those players don't necessarily, A, might not even play in the major leagues, and B, it'll be years for most. Not all of them are Wander Franco. That's not typical. Soto was an accident. They needed a player, and so he brought him up. So I just, I just was really thinking about that this week while watching the prices go up and trying to figure out. I love that it's Franco Mania because it kind of keeps baseball in the minds of people, while the stupidity of the owners and players are going on. And now finally I saw an article where people that work at the ballpark are speaking out because they're the ones that are most affected. Not the players, not the owners. It's the people that work for the ball teams and at the ballparks. So when you're buying that hot dog or something this year and they miss games, you might want to slip them an extra $1, whatever. I just really feel for those people because they're not being discussed in these meetings. They won't get their money back for missing the games. So that's about all I want to speak on that because, I don't know where my line in the sand is. And that's, let me know what you feel about this pricing and who are buying these cards at these ridiculous prices. I mean, I see a price for Franco for, numbered or, some variation, and I paid, 120. I feel like I got a good buy. Really? Did you? Okay. Congratulations. I'm gonna prop you up as a brother or sister in the hobby. I'm not gonna go, what the hell are you doing? I guess I'm kind of doing it in a blank statement right now. But you do what you want to do. If it feels good for you and you're eligible to spend that on that, and it doesn't hurt your pocket, go for it. It's in your, wise man once said, if you can afford to pay for it and you want it and it doesn't hurt you in any way to pay that price, you didn't overpay. So I just, that's my question on that, and I fit two topics into one. Is the prices of the cards and eBay comps because they kind of go hand in hand. You know, and I'm lucky enough that my PC, for the most part, is not the big boys. I like rookie cards as much as the next person. You know, since they become, I mean, even when I was a kid and there was a player coming out, you know, you kind of wanted that. Well, you definitely wanted their card, and most of the time you had to wait to see him play or whatever. You know, I'm trying to think like my first big rookie player I was looking for, and I'm trying to. It was probably that I, as a young person, realized was probably either Greg Jeffries or Kevin Elster, maybe Wally Joyner, or I saw Abbott play, so I was kind of looking for Jim Abbott cards because I thought that was amazing when I saw him play. You know, stuff like that, and guys that I saw in Richmond, my dad pointing out, but I can't remember any of them off the top of my head when I was younger. You know, when I got older and realized what was going on. But I think, you know, for me as a Mets fan, I think even Kevin Mitchell, I was a huge Kevin Mitchell fan. Loved it when I got his rookie cards, but it took me, you know, after he started playing, the hype wasn't there for him like it was for Greg Jeffries and Kevin Elster. And then, of course, you know, Ken Griffey and Frank Thomas, when they were coming up, you know, everybody knew you were looking for those cards. So for me, but you didn't pay an arm and a leg for them. My God, I could buy a pack. You know, I was a rack pack fiend for Tops and Don Ross and Fleer at my 7-Eleven. I every day would go in there and go through the rack packs and see, you know, what was new put out. You slide the cards just a little bit and you knew the numbers of the players, you know, where they were at. They were in sequence, so you knew, like, not like number sequence, but you got if you opened up enough, you knew if I see this card on the front, I knew X, Y, and Z player was going to be in there. So it was just the correlation, I guess, of the packaging. So I'm just trying to really think about, you know, what is the end game and where do you think. I would love to hear from somebody that spent, I don't know, whatever, on a rookie card variation. Now, base card, if you spent $25 on a base card, I understand that. You're not buying packs or whatever. You can't find them. I still got a jumbo coming to me at the end of the month with some pre-purchasing I made at Dave and Adams. So I'm pretty sure I'll get a Wander in that, if not two. But you know what? If you pay for short prints or variation, and you came off the money to get them, what is the end game? Are you holding them for PSA? Because that's the other thing. I just don't see. That's a topic I'm going to touch on just real quick. Try to make this around 30 minutes. I just don't see, and that's a lead into that. I don't see PSA. I've said it before, and PSA now, this is their second sports season. Football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, whatever, driving. I don't care what it is. Their second year that you're not seeing ultra modern cards, just regular, non-ultra high-end, one-of-one autos, because that's about all you can afford. Even I don't know what I just saw today somebody who was advertising $45 for bulk. I really don't know what you're going to send in for that. I have no idea, but have fun doing it. So, and I don't see a lot of SGC. I do see it more than I did before, but man, when I look up a player, I want to see raw all day long. Raw cards. I've turned into a huge Pete Alonso, and I can find raw all day. all day long, and I just don't see much. I've seen more CSG on the market now than I did in a couple of months ago. But I think SGC does get a lot of orders in, but I don't think it's widespread like it was for PSA. And of course, that market is. I think if PSA ever opens up for less than $30 a bulk card, they're going to get slammed again, unless they do keep doing the, you got to put in for a spot to get it. I just think they're going to get hammered. And I admit it, I have cards that I am waiting for PSA. If it's a 2019 Topps Pete Alonso, I kind of want that in PSA. I don't have a registry, but all my other ones are in PSA. I have a ton, all of them different. I've showed it off before. I have almost a whole 36 card display of different 475s from 2019, different versions. And I was sad that they didn't grade my no Topps logo one. But I just can't see why SGC isn't exploding more than what they are. And CSG, man, I've heard more and more people say, why does this look different on video than putting it in hand? I couldn't tell you, but they just do. And once you hold one, you'll look at them in a whole different manner. And right now you can get them, pennies on the dollar compared to other cards. But a lot of times it's the only way you can get, if you want ultra modern, because they're getting better on their returns. I think they're almost, 6 weeks. I just sent in a 50 card order last week, and maybe it was a week before that, and it didn't even go into received. It went right into grading, encapsulation, and quality control. And from there, it's only supposed to take 60 days, business days. So they got it the day they received it. They went right into that. So they're getting better, or they're getting less. I think it's a combination. I think with the prices coming down on PSA, so people are starting to send a little bit more in. But yeah, and I guess I've seen 2 or 3 other grading companies, which some people want more. Having the 3 and Beckett, I guess wherever they are, I wouldn't mind having 4, but after that, it's just going to get, unless there's a standardization across the board on how they grade, that would be awesome. Because I just saw somebody post online that CSG 10 is selling higher than a PSA 10. Well, CSG 10 it's a pristine. It's not gem mint like PSA is. So that's the same as the Beckett gold label, or whatever they call it, or the SGC gold label, or is it Beckett black label, whatever it is. It's an 11. So yeah, it might sell just as well as a PSA 10 because it's a pristine. So people don't understand CSG's grading. They're still trying, because when you see a 10, you're not thinking, what company it is. You're just seeing the 10. And CSG did themselves a huge disservice in taking on the Beckett grading. They really, I think they want to take the Beckett, autograph Bowman title away from Beckett and try and get that. I don't know. I just a lot of things I just kind of wanted to throw out there, throw it against the wall, see what sticks. If anybody had any thoughts or anything, please let me know below. Try to put some pressure anyway. Anybody knows any owners or players in agreements, let's get them going too. I mean, we need baseball. So I guess We don't need it. I would like to have it. How about that? I won't die if I don't get it. So until next time, like, share, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. Don't cost you anything. Until next time, we'll see you.